Good morning. Let's talk about Psalm 4. There was a specific verse that the Lord impressed upon my heart out of this psalm, but then as I, you know, went back through it, I realized there was so much more to be said. And so it says, "Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer." So the first thing that I want to mention is He's the God of our righteousness. We don't have righteousness in and of ourselves. It's Jehovah Sidkenu. Jehovah Sidkenu. That's my God, my righteousness. That's exactly what He is. And we can read about that in Jeremiah, foretelling about Christ. Coming and being our righteousness, but that's who He is, O God of my righteousness. And He says, O ye sons of men, how long will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? And this is sons of men. This is who we are. We go the wrong way. We want things that are worthless half the time. We want things that are lies. We chase illusions and things that aren't real. And then He goes, but know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. And so, while we, fail and fall and chase foolish things and mess up, it says that the Lord has set apart him that's godly for himself. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, it's Christ in us. It's because we battle in the flesh. We're at war with the spirit within us as Christians. There's a battle there. And when He sets those who are set apart, are those who are truly devoted to God. They're not perfect, but they are devoted. They have confidence in Him. They listen for Him. They answer Him when He calls, when He says to do something. They're saved. They're led by the Spirit, right? As many as are the sons of God are led by the Spirit of God. Those are the ones who are set apart, sanctified. That's another name of God, my sanctification. I can't remember off the top of my head, but right, He's our righteousness, He's our sanctification. So those that are set apart, those that are sealed, those that are led of the Spirit, devoted to Him, going after Him. Then He tells us, stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still, Selah. These are, okay, let me read the next verse. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. So what are some sacrifices of righteousness? They're the things that He does in us, the things He does through us, the things that He allows. Well, we can stand in awe. We can sin not. We can be still. We can commune with Him. It's about having an attitude, right? Again, I mentioned earlier that we go after lies, we go after vanity, all those things, but some of the sacrifices of righteousness would be having that pure heart, having that true and honest desire to please the Lord, to love the Lord. It's having holy affections, loving Him, loving the things that He loves, having an attitude of submission and obedience, and a right attitude of submission and obedience. It's being honest. It's being virtuous. It's being faithful. It's praising Him, right? We can offer the sacrifices of thanksgiving. We can offer the sacrifices of praise. There's so many things, the things that He's doing in and through us. How about forgiveness? That's a sacrifice at times. How about repentance? That's a sacrifice at times. It's a crucifying of the flesh. There's so many ways we can offer sacrifices of righteousness unto God. And that's the verse, by the way, that He highlighted to me. It says, there be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Right? Thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. So then He goes on to say, hey, prove yourself, God. And God will prove Himself. Just because we go through hard things or difficult things doesn't mean that God's not good or that He's not proving Himself. He is, and He does. In fact, the author said, thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. So that's joy. That's not circumstantial joy. That's spiritual joy, right? That's literally physical joy that we can have an experience over when things are going great and well. And that's, of course, we need that because things don't always go great and well. And that's who our God is. And then it says, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, For thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. These are more things that he gives to us. He gives us that joy. He proves himself. He allows peace. This morning when I got up, I was burdened, and I'm not always burdened the same way, but there are some days when I get up and I just feel weightiness and burdens, and I go to God and I just begin to pray and cry out to him and get in the word. And these are the things he says: I'll give you joy. I'll give you peace. I'll give you rest. I'll be your covering. You can dwell in safety. The circumstances don't have to change, although they will, by the way. But the circumstances don't have to change in order for us to receive the blessings and goodnesses of God, because they're all right there. And he does hear when we call. He's the God of our righteousness. And so because he's the God of our righteousness, let's go ahead and offer sacrifices of righteousness back to him and put our trust in him. That's a sacrifice of righteousness, trusting him. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good, right? All right. Well, I hope that can encourage you. Be blessed.